Hello everybody, this is Gregory with Permanent Weight Loss Made Easy, where there should be no hesitation in your weight loss and in your weight maintenance. Today we're going to have a fun episode and talk about weird things that you eat that help you lose weight or keep it off. Now before we begin, if you need help with weight loss, since I have lost over 100 pounds and have kept it off for 32 years, please contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. We can have a little chat. Also check out my 2 books, which you can find on Amazon. My podcast, The Awakened Man, which is health related, deals with biohacks and medical cover-ups. My movie podcast, The Cinema Rag, which doesn't deal with those things, but is fun. And lastly, if you appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. So look, where there's a will, there's a way. And I think the greatest analogy is, well, kids don't eat enough vegetables, but hey, you know what? If you put broccoli and smother it with cheese, then they're more likely to eat it. So what are some kind of weird combinations of foods that you eat? And maybe you do this because you're more likely to eat these things if they're made more palatable to you. Now, I am not an orthorexic. We do have an episode of What is Orthorexia. I'm not exceedingly finicky, and I'll pretty much eat anything. Yes, there's things that I like more than other things, but I'll eat pretty much anything. And I talk about, and I have a playlist here, 20 kitchen items that have helped me maintain my weight. And I talk about like my 20 favorite things. It's 20 episodes on it. And so I do tend to eat, I wouldn't say the same things every day, but there's certain things that I like. So weird combinations that I have, and look, maybe these aren't that weird, but I love eggs. We talk about the benefits of eggs. I'll eat it with ketchup. I'll eat it with mustard. Okay, but most people are like, oh my God, that's disgusting. The most they'll eat it with maybe like ranchero sauce, like huevos rancheros. But no, I'll eat it with ketchup. It gives me a little sweet. I mean, not like I'm drowning it in ketchup, but I'll eat it in ketchup. Another thing that I'll do is I love peanut butter or almond butter, the nut butters, but I typically won't put them in bread. It's not like I don't think there's something wrong with bread. We have an episode here on the do's and don'ts of bread, and I'm not a purist saying that you can never eat bread and gluten the rest of your life, because that's not really a life worth living, and it's not tenable. But I'll eat peanut butter with blue corn chips. For some reason, I like the combo of the earthiness of blue corn chips with the taste of the peanut butter. And both of them are pretty good for you. And we have a do's and don'ts here on peanut butter. You should check that out. And blue corn chips compared to other tortilla chips, there's worse because they don't have that much cheese in them because they're unflavored. And blue corn tends to be the most nutrient dense kind of chip out there compared to potatoes or corn chips. Blue corn tends to be nutrient dense. So I will kind of eat that weird combination. Other things that I do is that's pretty much it in terms of weirdness. So I mean, look, if you have problems, here's another one I guess I can do. It's like I put kale or spinach in my smoothies. And one of the reasons is I think kale is just not tasty. It's all sticky and it's got ridges. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it. And look, I'll put spinach in my eggs to make omelets, but sometimes I'll put spinach and kale in my smoothies because that is just an easy way to get those things in your body. And I would be careful with the cruciferous because the cruciferous, if you eat too much, they can be goitrogenic and estrogenic, and they can have problems to it. But as a whole, you should be eating these things. But if you find things to be unpalatable, put them in smoothies. There's an old saying, it's like everybody will eat something if it's fried or dipped in chocolate. So you could eat like deep fried crickets or deep fried dark chocolate. My dog, I think, is playing with a frog that's dying. So my apologies for that. But if there's foods that we know are superfoods and we're not putting them in our diet, find ways to put it in your diet. Another superfood are chia seeds. For example, chia seeds don't have a taste, and they're very high in fiber and a decent source of protein and fat and healthy fats. And you can put them on anything. Like I put mine on eggs. You can put them in salads. I put them in smoothies. I put them in yogurt bowls because they don't have a taste, but they bring a nutrient profile, a unique nutrient profile to your food. So I want you to post in the comments, what are some weird combos of food that you do? And I don't want like the unhealthy ones where you put French fries and ice cream and stuff like that. I want like things that are relatively perceived to be healthy, that you put stuff in it or on it. Because in the long run, look, it's better to do weird things that are healthy foods and kind of make a weird concoction of them in the long run to help you lose weight and keep it off than not do it at all. So if you're having problems, going back to the broccoli example, if you're having problems eating broccoli, find a way to make broccoli more palatable. And conversely, if there's things that we know are bad for us, like we just talked about alcohol yesterday, I think, make those less approachable. Soda, sweet teas, alcohol, put a negative association with that. And how you do that, I don't know, because I don't have a problem drinking either of those things, but lock them in a cabinet and throw away the key maybe, I don't know. By the way, post in the comments, I'd like to hear from you. What are your weird combinations of healthy foods to make them more palatable? Until next time, take care, God bless, and pray.